viewers, welcome back to my channel Aditya's Diaries, and here I am, Aditya, today to tell you something interesting. Can you guess what? If you want to reveal what it is, then please watch the video till the end. Hello viewers, please like, subscribe and share my channel. Do not forget to hit the bell icon. So friends, today I will discuss about some interesting facts on dimensions. Did you know that dimensions are so important for space that space would have been no longer even smaller than a dot if there were no dimensions, because we need dimensions to measure space. There are 5 dimensions. Actually there are 4 dimensions, but I am saying 5 because zero dimensions, zeroth or the 0 dimension will feel bad about me that I didn't take its name. So I am saying there are 5, but actually there are 4. So let's start. So first comes 0 dimension. Wait a second. Right marker. Yes. 0 dimension or 0D. 0D is just a point. It cannot be measured, it doesn't have a length, it doesn't have a breadth, and it also doesn't have a height, or not the 4th dimension, which is a surprise. This 0 dimension is just a point. As in the starting of our geometry chapter, we learned there are 4 types of objects that can be used to make shapes. This is point, line segment, and plane, and another is there called ray. So our teacher tells us that this point cannot be measured in any dimension. As see, this is a square. It has a length, it has a breadth, no height. It's a 2D object. So that's what is 0 dimension. So if you see closely, it cannot be measured. As scientists have made the millimeter, 0 has such a small boundary that it cannot be measured in millimeter. So it cannot be measured in the length, in the breadth, or in the height. I cannot draw height, so as is a 2D platform, a plane, so I cannot draw height, so I gave a dot. Now let's see which dimension comes first. It's 1 dimension or 1D. 1D, the first dimension which we measure is length. Like see, this is a square. This is not a perfect square, but it can be assumed as a square. This is, all the sides of this is equal. So it doesn't have a length or a breadth. This is a rectangle. It's also not a perfect rectangle, but this is the length, as this is the longer one. This is another one. I cannot tell it now, I will tell it. This is length, L. This is length. And this is the line. It has to be horizontal. It can be vertical, but to show the length of it, how long is it, it has to be horizontal. So length can be shown as ray, line segment, and line. A plane also has a length. You can say it has a length, but it also has a breadth. Now the second dimension is 2D, which are movies, 2D movies. 2D consists of breadth and length. It can be like square, like rectangle. Rectangle has a length, it also has a breadth, so it's a 2D shape. For a 2D shape, we need to have a length and a breadth. So as in 0D, in 0D we didn't have anything. In 1D we have only 1 dimension length. In 2D we have 2 dimension length and breadth. So in 3D we will have 3, and in 4D as per it. So this has length and it also has breadth. This also has it, and the side of the square can also be classified into length and breadth. This long one can be the length and the short one can be the breadth. So third dimension, 3D. There are also 3D movies now. 3D. 3 dimension consists of height, which I cannot draw as it's a 2D platform, breadth and length. Here we have 1, 2 and 3 dimension. This is not a 0 dimension, it's height, but as I cannot draw it, as this board is a 2D platform. So I cannot draw the height here. Bad luck. So a 3D shape is like a cube. It has length, it has breadth. See, this has length, this has breadth. Now if you draw another square here, and this and this. So here this becomes the length, this becomes the breadth, this one, this line, and this line, external line which faces in another direction. See, dimension means whatever is going in a particular direction, and this one becomes, this is a direction, this is a direction. This is also the same, it's parallel. We learned about parallel lines, it's parallel, but this is not parallel to all of these. This is parallel to only this and this also. This is parallel to this and this are parallel to this 3. So this is now measured as height. Height is the third dimension, which I also could not draw here, as I have already said. This is height. Here this is the height. So we can see a 3D object, like I am holding this duster. Duster is a 3D object. Our eyes are 3D, human eyes are 3D, and they can see 3D objects. They can see 2D as well as 1D objects. So now comes the surprise one. The fourth dimension, or you can say 4D. Fourth dimension. See, if you want to time travel, we have to go into hyperspace. In hyperspace, there, as we cannot time travel till now, so scientists haven't found a way to go to hyperspace, but according to Einstein, there is a hyperspace. So this is space, hyperspace. This is the hyperspace. So in space there are only 4 dimensions possible, but in hyperspace there can be more. No one knows of it as no one has discovered it. See, because this is just like a line, and here space can have 3 dimensions, but here it's all open and it can have even more dimensions. It's something that goes diagonal. See, this is the 4th dimension. The 4th dimension in space is, let's give a hint. So when you see gravity is an illusion of force, and when like a big massive thing like sun is here on the space-time, the fabric of space, and it bends the fabric of space. This is what it looks like. So what is this thing? This another line. It is called depth. Depth. So we can stand it like D. It's the opposite of height. It's like this is length, opposite dimension breadth. This is height, or this is height, and this one is depth. Depth is the opposite. See, this one is looking here and this one is looking here, opposite. So here, and it's not parallel. This one's a parallel. So if you see, depth is this one. Here is Jupiter, here is Earth, and if it comes here, it will straight down roll around Jupiter. That's gravity. That's something else. That's gravity. And here, this dimension, this thing, this line shows this thing, and its depth. So these are the first, second, third, and fourth dimension. And in simple words, if you see, then the first dimension, which is a dot, every dimension is created from the 0th dimension, or the 0D, which is just a point. See, like 1D, 2D, 3D, and a line here. Sorry, wrong. Wait. Hey you. This is 1. I forgot to write the 0. This is 2. Come here. 3. 4. Hey, you are not listening to me. 4. Yes. This is the 0 dimension. Here it's a point. And if you visualize the point, wherever it goes, it leaves another of one of its kind. But in 0 dimension, it cannot go in any direction. As there's no dimension. 0 means nothing. So here, this dot is there. It moves here and here. It gets the ability to move here and here. It gets 1 dimension. And here, it already has the ability of move to here and here. Then it gets another special ability to move from here to here. This is point. This is length or L. This is breadth or B. And here 3D. It gets another one of its ability. 3rd dimension. Every ability of its is called as a dimension. So the 3rd dimension is height, which I cannot draw here. The 4th. Here it's the 4th. Here it got this and height. And it got another opposite of height. It got depth. This one. It is D. And for height I am drawing a cube. Not here. Here. I am drawing a cube. This one's at this line. This, not this one. That goes up. And here the depth is this one. And here the length. It's not at all a good shape, but adjust. Here the breadth, which is actually this one. And here this is the length one. And this is the nothing one. As you know, space is filled with large and humongous amount of nothingness. So this shows the nothingness what is filled in space. So friends, this much for this video only. If you like this video, thanks for watching this video till the end. Please share this video, like this video and subscribe my channel too. Yes, don't forget to hit the bell icon. Bye.